Listen to Massena, the roar of the St. Lawrence River as it plunged down the Long Sioux Rapid, the crackle of the campfires as Lord Frontenac waited to reassemble his dugouts and canoes at the head of the rapids, the lilt of the Indians' paddles as they carried Father Lemoyne up the quiet waters of the Racket River, the snap of the falling timber as the tall pines were felled by the axes of the French-Canadian logging crews, the crunch of the settlers' ox carts as they came through the rough, stump-ridden wilderness from New England, the whine of the saws from the old mill sheds, the whirl of the spinning wheel, and the bang of the loom as clothing and bedding were made in farm homes. The surge of backwater as spring freshets crumbled down and flooded the lowlands. The gurgle of mineral waters as they bubbled with health-giving tonic from the ever-flowing springs. The voice of Gilbert Reed as he taught the 3 R's in the first schoolhouse on Water Street. The rumble of the voices on Polly's Hill as the first town meeting was held. The sounds of the raid as men from Stormont, Ontario burned the stockade at Massena Center in the War of 1812. The jangle of milk cans as the news of the day was exchanged at the creamery. The blasts from the riverboats as supplies were docked at Dodge's Landing. The still, dead silence of the African-American folks who traveled by night to the Canadian border and freedom. The ringing of the Baptist church bells as Captain Chamberlain led his company from Massena in 1862 to the battlefields of the Civil War. The rattle of the musketry and the creaking of the saddles as Fenians prepared to invade Canada. The voices of the city folks who came to summer in the big hotels at the Springs. The clanking of steam shovels at the turn of the 19th century as men of foreign tongues dug the first power canal. The shriek of the plant whistles as Alcoa's shifts changed. The joyous blasting of the fire alarm as World War II came to an end and 3,000 men returned to their homes. The scratch of the gold pen as President Dwight Eisenhower signed the St. Lawrence Seaway Bill, forever stilling the rapids and bringing a new era to Massena. The rumble of heavy equipment as an army of men and machines moved into the St. Lawrence Valley. The throbbing of ships' propellers and the muted sound of the diesel horn as ocean-going ships slid through the locks. The whining of the turbines and the rush of water as the St. Lawrence tumbles through the Franklin D. Roosevelt Power Dam, generating cheap power for the North Country and Ontario. The sound of additional construction of plants, mills, and homes as the Chevrolet division of General Motors and the Reynolds Metals Company moved into the Massena area to take advantage of low electrical rates. The gathering of citizens in downtown Massena welcoming home movie and television star Hal J. Smith. The compelling campaign speeches of Senator Bobby Kennedy. The Vietnam War protest chants of students at Massena Central High School. The steady click of the voting booths as residents said yes to Massena's own municipal power system. The sounds of machinery and the Massena Industrial Park. The gleefulness of residents watching pitcher Jim Deshaies winning his first professional baseball game with the Houston Astros. The cheers of the crowd at the St. Lawrence Center Mall as Miss New York State cut the grand opening ribbon. The crackle of tree limbs as Mother Nature coated the North Country with ice in 1998. Listen to Massena.